CRMs, customer relationship management or client relationship management. What the heck are they and why do you need them? Honestly, this is one of the most paramount things you need in your business, and if you don't have one, you really need to integrate them. Let me tell you why. Well, first of all, CRM is basically a system that you're going to use to track clients, conversations, notes, and a whole lot more. And I'll go into that in depth here with you. So if we have not met before, my name is John Ruman. I'm an international business coach, mindset coach, and corporate trainer. And my mission is to help you achieve the greatness you're destined for. And I'm very passionate about technology. So if you love technology and you love things that will grow your mindset, help you to have better sales, and just be a general business owner and a better person and a more positive, influential person, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, okay? So first and foremost, as you start and grow a business, you are going to notice that as you get above a certain number of clients, you're going to forget conversations you had. You're going to forget who the clients are. This is what I like to call a good problem to have. So here's the thing. You are going to not able to remember every single person. Unless you literally spend a few minutes a day going through, there are just so many people you're going to interact with. And the traditional methodology to store these things would be what they call the black book or the address book. And address books are great. Challenge with address books is they get moldy, they could get wet, they could be physically lost, they could physically burn, they could be gone. Other option, very commonly used, is like a spreadsheet. And spreadsheets would be an Excel spreadsheet typically. What's the downside of spreadsheets? Well, spreadsheets don't necessarily easily send the information to, let's say, your contact thing like your phone, which most CRMs can, but they often, like an Excel spreadsheet, has to be stored somewhere, let's say on your computer. Challenge with that is you can lose it. Other challenge with it, it's not necessarily the most organized structure. So it's a good start. So if you are currently using the address book and you're just starting out, a spreadsheet is a fine start, but it really should be before you get to the CRM. The CRM should really be used sooner rather than later. So the things that you're going to need to study when it comes to this are, again, massive amounts of clients that can be stored in a CRM. Massive. And then all their details. So the same things you'd have in your address or phone or something. Name, phone number, email, maybe physical address, things that you may have sold them or need to sell them, notes where you met them, conversations you had. And now you see how the address book begins losing its value, because address books literally have basic contact info. They don't have all these notes that you could potentially have. And then, let's say, emails you send to this person and other related things. So it's very easy to see how the traditional methods lose value very quickly. So again, the digital side. So there's the actual clients, and then, or prospects. And by the way, there's obviously going to be many more prospects than clients. But here's the other thing. You're going to have companies. So if you do anything corporate, you're going to have an organization. So I'll give you an example. I won't tell you the name, but I work with a couple local real estate companies. Each team has many people on the team, many team members. The easiest way to organize this is, yes, you can put each of the team members, and they all need to be in there, but I should be able to click on XYZ real estate company and then see all the team members. And that's one of the cool things. And then you can look from that perspective. So that's the blessing. In other words, tying companies and everyone who works with a said company together makes it so much easier. So if I have someone last name A and someone last name Z, they can be easily found. I don't have to search for them and all of that. So that's another major benefit. Notes. So it's really important to remember the details of what you spoke about. A lot of people will have amazing meetings and don't take notes with the people they're meeting with. The problem with that is notes are where the gold is at. If you know, for example, that this person has their child's birthday party on Tuesday, next time you reach out to them, let's say a week or two out, you can even put a reminder for this in a CRM. How was that birthday party? The reason why this is so critical is people want to work with people who genuinely care about them and who do the little bit extra that makes them feel emotionally connected to you. And this goes a long, long way. So, what I would encourage, if this is something that you are not doing now in whatever system you're using, please do it. And I would strongly encourage you to get CRMs. So, next are emails. So, CRMs, the majority of them, allow you to email your clients within the system. And many of them directly tie into your email provider. In other words, you can look at, so the minute you connect them, you can actually connect. Bob at xyz at gmail.com. Now, when you connect your email to your CRM to your email provider, boom, it looks at all the past emails been sent to you and you sent out to bobxyz at gmail.com. Awesome. Now you can literally look at the history you've had. So this saves a lot of time, a lot of effort, and creates the ability for you to do a much better job at understanding the relationship at a glance. Huge time saver. Also, CRMs are not designed to replace email marketing software. And here's the reason is CRMs literally send your email as if it is you, not through a third party, even though that third party may have a level of verification and certain things that you can do to increase the fact that it was received in an inbox. But a direct email from your CRM should look like a direct email from you. And the blessing with that is the deliverability is high, which is good because it's an email from you. These are not meant to be used as mass email marketing software. That's not what they're for. There's other software that does that. Do not think every software you have can be a Swiss Army knife for many things. They're not designed for that. Okay, so email. So you can email and see the history. You can also get reminders. In other words, you can see when someone is supposed to have some sort of anniversary. Maybe you need to reach out with them. They want to have a meeting. Maybe it's just that every 2 months you have a reminder that you reach out to these people. Like that's the kind of stuff that you're going to do. And then this is paramount. And this is actually, to me, one of the bigger things that any of the other options I gave you before don't work because you don't have reminders. It's so critical to know every single person should have some level of follow-up or they should be deleted. Every person needs a follow-up or they're deleted. If there's no follow-up, something right is not happening because it's always relationship building. So your job is always to create that. Okay. Tasks. So this is another issue with the Excel and again all the other methodologies is you can't assign a task to a team member for a particular client or prospect. You can through other related things, but in this tool you should be able to do that. The blessing with that is again, things aren't lost. A lot of these software packages actually email you out a listing of tasks for various clients that you need to do today. Let's say you're that team member. So it's very valuable and helpful to make it so you don't have to worry about stuff. You just assign the task, you see the task list for the day, take care of that, done. Okay, deals. So CRMs are very often used for many parts of a business. They're used for customer service, for basic client gathering and prospect gathering, etc. They're also used for sales teams. In sales teams, a team member will find a prospect, meet with them perhaps, or even track those steps. Talk about tracking steps. You can use CRMs to manage a team. Let's say let's say you have a smaller team, 5 sales staff, and these 5 team members have a sales manager. And this manager can see their activity, how many meetings they're having, how many closes they're having, the average close. Like all of this can actually put in there. And there's something called Kanban, Kanban. Kanban it's like a block, and you can move it over from leads to meeting had to proposal given to close. Like you can have these various steps, even paid, and you can track the value of those steps or the potential value, and then it allows the sales manager to say what happened with this one, where are we with this, and you can also you can track how many meetings a salesperson has to closes, or how many calls a person has to meetings. And this allows a sales manager to actually see how effective their sales team is and what they can do to help them. If you don't have the numbers, you can't help your sales team. So CRMs are powerful for this, and they allow a manager to do this, a CEO, a whole bunch of people. Similarly, many are used and have the ability to track with like a dashboard feature. In other words, you can actually have these numbers flow in. You can also have the average sales per month, per quarter, all that kind of stuff, and like a visual dashboard. So it'll pull information from the sales area to like what deals are happening, and then as things happen, or as it looks like they're in the process of happening, you can see potential things that are now happening last month, last quarter, etc. And at a glance, you can run your company. You can also use this for inventory management. A lot of the challenges that companies that sell a physical product is inventory management. So yes, many CRMs can also manage inventory. So with that, I want to thank you for checking out this video about CRMs. If you like it, please share it. Also, you'll see below a link for a lead magnet that goes into CRMs. Also, last but not least, there's a group called VWTT, or Virtual Working Trinidad and Tobago, which was created by me and my virtual assistant. And the intention there is to help people with various software issues, and we actually go into depth into CRMs in depth. And if that's something of interest to you, I'll make sure that's linked below too. All right. So the VWTT is an ongoing taking your business online, making it more digital. But that's VWTT. But we have previous months' recordings on my online learning platform called Destiny Greatness. So check that out. I'll link it below. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.